Hello gang, welcome to the channel, and today we're going through the last piece of content I haven't showcased for my boy Dock Ock. And this content is going to be ABL. I haven't showcased what he's able to do for ABL, but that's because tier 4 Dr. Octopus feels the best choice to go and participate there. But because at the moment I am in the position having 2 out of 4 combat villains that they can be tier 4. I want to showcase the difference between the 2 tier 4 I have with the level 80s I have my Dr. Octopus as a level 80 with the CTP of Raids. I have my Namor, as you can see here, my Namor got CTP of Judgment, so it's going to be CTP of Judgment Namor with a full Audience Blessing build, almost full basically. Pretty much I have his own artifact also. And for Dr. Octopus, I don't have his artifact, but I have a CTP of Raids, I have 0 Audience Blessing, so the conversion is going to be pretty much for the 2 level 80s and the tier 4s in the same time, because I wanna replace the obelisk of my Carnage, and I was sure that I'm going to do that, and I want to see the drop on the score I'm going to have. In the first, the first thought was just level 80 Namor, just level 80 Dr. Octopus and tier 4 Carnage and compare their damage. But after I remember myself that I have Hulk, after the nerf Hulk took, I was like, okay, I'm going to use him only for PvP. But recently I discovered that Hulk is really good for World Boss Legend also, and I've used him for the durability stage 70 to 74 of Null, and I did clear all the stages that need the durability, and as it seems I'm not gonna need Carnage right now for World Boss Legend because I was using him for pure Evil tag, and I did complete all my pure Evil tags on the World Boss Legend Ultron, I think. Yes, it's on Ultron, and now I am for Speed Superhero Female. The next step on my progress here is with that, so I did clear until stage 59, and now the stages I'm clearing, it's it's with Weapon Master for Moon Knight, so I don't really need Carnage. So I want to disarm him for PvE and go full on PvP. And the weird stuff is that Dr. Octopus and Namor are the 2 best PvE characters to tier 4 for ABL, ABX and World Boss Legend, and I supposed to be a PvE player and I don't have them, and I have the 2 PvP ones, Hulk and Carnage. Carnage is also really good for World Boss Legend, but he's good for PvP, and I want to go full on his PvP value and go and slap on him some other CTPs, test him live on videos. I have this brilliant egg 1 billion years, and I want to utilize it. So yes, ABL for all these 4 characters, stay tuned, and before we go into the gameplay, I want you to make sure that you have smashed the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let me know down below in the comments what's your opinion. Do you think that I need to, do you think that I need to unequip the PvE from PvE CTP from Carnage and go full PvP? I'm almost sure that I'm going to do that, and let's see the results comparing all these 4 combat villains against my boy Surtur on ABL. And let's start with the most, the one who doesn't have a raids, and he's not a tier 4 also, and that's my boy Namor first. Let's check out what he's able to do for ABL. Namor is a character that he's performing really nice with the CTP of Judgment for ABX at least, and I had slapped him at CTP of Judgment. I was using him for PvE content with that, but not really. I mean, I'm not really using Namor on something, meta or something really important. I was just having a Judgment on him, and I just want to see his output on ABL with all this blessing I have slapped on him. And his rotation pretty much is doing 4 cancel, 5 delay cancel, tier 3, wait him to slam down the thing that he has, the spear or whatever, and after take advantage of his proc with his third skill. And here you can, okay, let me fix a bit the skills here so you can see the third skill every single time it drops. And yes, you can see him here flying through, but at the moment he's not able to do not even 1 million, and well, almost in the Odin's blessing thing that he's give Odin's might basically. And here's the Odin's might. You're trying to take advantage of the Odin's might and do double tier 3s and tier 4s while you're on this skill. I didn't made it basically. I think I did only one here. Yeah, I was rushing perhaps to do another one, but yes, oh no, I didn't. Yeah, you want to go and do 2 tier 3s in between the Odin's might every single time, but as you can see here and you're figuring out, my Namor is not able to score a lot. I mean, a judgment is a downgrade for him. Of course, you want a raid to perform for ABL, but has to do also the fact that I miss his tier 4 and you can't wait from the tier 4 to tier 3 level 80 to do the same amount of damage. So there's no way I'm going to replace my Carnage with this dude as he is. Perhaps as a tier 4, perhaps with the raids, but you can see I have done only 1.7 with him at the moment. And let's see what after that. I'm going through Dr. Octopus, again level 80, but with the raids this time, and with not a lot of basically 0 Odin's blessing for my Dock Ock. And yes, the point is to compare all this with my Carnage tier 4 and in the end see my last idea, which was Hulk. You know, I was curious because Hulk made me proud for World Boss Legend, and I was thinking, you know what if Hulk PvP has value on ABL still after all this time? And yes, let's go into Dock Ock. 2.27 million. I mean, yeah, lame. 2.2 million, I mean, you're not even getting the 4 million reward as level 80, and that's lame. Let's see if my Dock Ock can do that. And with Dock Ock, you want to do 3, basically 5 delay cancel, 3 delay cancel, 4 cancel, 6 for your first rotation, proccing on your 6 skill. Here I have a raid, so I can stay more into the skills and I can spam more my second and my first skill. You know, you want to slam these skills in between the raids rotation. And here I think, yes, I'm using Taskmaster here to cancel. Dr. Octopus don't have a silence, basically fracture or whatever the effect you need to do here on his kit. I think it's the silence. No, there's no silence here. It's the fracture. But perhaps I'm wrong, I can't really remember right now. And as you can see, Dr. Octopus feels better than Namor. Of course, Namor got a judgment, Octopus got a raids, but yes, in the same time, Namor got as a bunch of for this blessing if you see my account. And yes, I feel like the new blood here, you know, Dr. Octopus feels like he is doing really nice. And yes, here I was trying to, yeah. With Dr. Octopus and generally with the Awakened characters, you don't have the option to drop 2 tier 3 skills inside the Odin's Force buff. So that's the bad news, you know, for the people using Awakened characters. But in the same time, you can be consistent and have the Awakened skill in the perfect timing, you know, you can see the perfect time, you can have it and slam it there. So here you can see I already passed Namor's score. I have done 2.24 here, and with my Namor at the end of the stage I had done only 2.27. So here I didn't activate my awaken skill. I wanted to swap into Taskmaster, do the canceling, and swap again into Dr. Octopus. And the thing that I really want is not have to swap into characters to cancel, but you know, it is what it is with the level 80s. You don't have the striker from the tier 4s to go there and do the skills you want, you know, the snare, the fracture, or whatever the game is asked, the sock one. And yes, until now, you know, you're seeing them and you're saying, you know what, Death Roof, you're playing in the top 16 of Alliance tournament, and that's the damage you can pull out there. That's disgusting. And yes, I totally get you, but you know what? It's level 80 tier 3s. Don't go hard on me, you know. 3.1 here, Dr. Octopus. Of course, this fight could be way better. I could go, I feel like, perhaps 4 million, but 3.1 is a score that you don't want to go from the score I'm doing with Carnage. And yes, let me show you what I'm able to pull out with Carnage. With my Carnage, I'm using exactly the same team, but the best team to use is Miles Morales with his symbiote uniform, you know. But I don't want to swap team, you know. I want to have Abomination doing the leadership and see the value of the character, not, you know, the extra buff I'm going to get from the Miles Morales. And here with Carnage, pretty much the rotation I'm using, it's 3 cancel 4, proccing on the 4, or 3 cancel 4 cancel 5, depending if I have up my 4th skill or not. And the easiest way to cancel here is through your tier 3, cause the canceling from the fracture you have on your 5th skill comes on a delay, so you don't want to wait there until, you know, your 5th skill decides to do the canceling on the roar. Or the buff, basically. Here you can see you want basically to try to accumulate the damage Surtur is doing, but the point is that the damage is just downgrade your score. It's not doing a lot of damage to you, so you're not getting a lot of buff through that. So here I want to go for the Odin Force. You can see I'm trying to use my tier 3 in the start of the Odin Force, so I can have it again after, you know, a second time. Here I'm not sure if I managed to do it, and with Carnage, to be honest, it's kind of hard because you don't have a lot of skills to fill your, and here, yeah, I did a bit of a tier 3 inside the Odin Force, but yes, I lost the most value there. You should start with your tier 3 basically when you're getting your Odin's Force. That's the proper way to play the game mode, but yes, it is what it is. And at the moment you can see I'm already pulling out 3 million with my Carnage. As with my Dr. Octopus I did like 3.1, and I was like, you know what, it's a huge difference. I don't want to lose the 4 million at least cap, you know, for ABL. The 4 million, it's where you get some rewards that you don't want to miss. I mean, it's the artifact, if I'm not wrong. And with this artifact chest, you can get even a 6-star, even a 5-star. Perhaps I'm saying lies and it's only until 3-star, but I can't really remember. But I know there is value, you know, getting an extra artifact 100% and doing 4 million. And I want to push as more as I can every time on ABL. So here it's me with my Odin Force trying to hit the tier 3 there, and still you can see that I'm not gonna be able to do the second tier 3 as I was telling you previously. Yes, I missed 10%. Okay, perhaps. Yes, I did some tier 3 on the second Odin Force. And yes, my score here, it's 4.7. So it's a big downgrade, this score from this score, you know, having my Namor doing 2.2, or having my, how it's called, my Dr. Octopus doing like 3.1. So I don't want to lose that much, so I was like, no, you know what, I'm gonna skip swapping PvE Carnage into PvP. But then what happened then? I remember my boy Hulk, Bruce Banner, and I was like, you know what? Let's give the PvP beast a chance there to prove his value on into that. And I would go and equip a character that he has the fracture ability, but in the same time I would miss the damage of my striker. So I prefer to use Moon Knight as a striker because I have him really good builded and I want to take advantage of his damage. So yes, I sacrificed the striker to go into Taskmaster, swapping and swap again into my Hulk. And it was a huge surprise for me also. I mean, his output, guys, with a PvP build, if you have a raids here, you're supposed to do even more damage. ABL, it's the raids game mode. So think about my PvP Hulk, only PvP Hulk would able to do this score. He got a mighty regeneration. I know mighty regeneration, it's quite cool for PvE also, but for ABL and ABX, you know that the Beast and Surtur got this thing that they need to be, they need to have a raids to perform better than the other ctps. As you can see, for my Namor, a City of Judgment was making him underperform against the others. So yes, with Hulk, pretty much the rotation, it's doing 3, delay a bit cancel into 5, delay cancel until he slams the hammer down, and after do your 4th skill. If you have your tier 4 and if you have your tier 3, you want to do 3 cancel, 5 delay cancel into 6 delay cancel into tier 4, and after canceling into the 4th skill. And you want to pull ball up basically all the damage inside your 4th skill, because your 4th skill, it's the main source of DPS. You can see there my tier 3 drops down, and after I want to do my 4th skill. The 4th skill, it's the one hit KO skill that you have for PvP also, and it's completely legit using it for PvE. It's doing a lot of damage. And my rotation and my gameplay with Hulk was kind of rusty, even more rusty than my Namors and Dr. Octopus, because I never play with him. I'm dropping him into timeline battle and I'm just waiting to see the score he's going to pull out. And you want to slam a lot of 1st and 2nd skills in between your rotations to charge your tier 3 even faster and be able to slam down your Hulk all day long. Here you can see I'm doing like 4.5. Bro, when I see this score, I was like, bro, come on, is this possible? 4.62. So imagine that. I'm having 2 characters with PvE build, Dr. Octopus and Namor, but they are level 80 from the one side. From the other side, my tier 4 PvP, the best unit I have right now, Carnage, was able to pull out, as you can see, 4.7, but my other tier 4, Hulk, made me really proud doing 4.6 with really rusty rotations there. So let me know down below in the description and with your comment, what do you think is the best for me? Should I disarm my Carnage from PvE and go full on PvP so I can get some value for alliance tournaments? We need PvP units there, and now the thing is changing. The things are changing, because we have to go against characters like Thanos. Thanos is going to get the uniform, so it's okay. We're winning 40 warriors here, nice. Sorry guys, but yes, it is what it is. So let me know your opinion. Do you sleep on Hulk also? Look at this boy, bro. He's doing the same damage with Carnage full PvE build. I mean, this is really weird. So yes, I should focus on PvP with my Carnage and let the PvE for the big boys, because I already can complete, the stages of Pure Evil. I complete them for World Boss Legend, So the only reason to keep him was ABX and ABL. For ABX, I'm gonna lose maximum 500,000 of damage. I already do almost close damage with Dr. Octopus or Namor, so it was the last thing I want to see myself testing this. I'm doing that for myself also because I want to know how better or how worse my runs are going to be after losing the raids from Carnage. But as it seems, Hulk can do it himself. So yeah, thank you for being here. I hope I helped you decide what you're going to do with these combat villains. Therefore now, see you into the next. Kisses in your faces.